Welcome to the TD show. You have the host with the most, Devin, your co-hosts, Biggie and Toby. So go ahead and take it away, Devin.
How about them Cowboys? Blowing it in the division lead, as always.
All those Cowboys fans, I can see their faces now, but man, I'm telling you now.
What is up, gentlemen? What is up? Yeah, man, that was an exciting game, I guess you can call that NFC East deciding the game. So, yeah. So where shall we start? There's a lot of interesting games over Saturday and Sunday.
Let's start with Saturday, man. Let's do it, man.
Oh yeah.
Let's start with Saturday.
Start with the first one, or start with the AFC East battle? Which one you want to go with?
Oh, gotta go in order, baby.
I will
talk about the Bucks.
All right, let's talk about Jameis playing Santa Claus on Saturday. Giving out gifts, bro. Just giving them out.
How many gifts he gave away, man?
He gave 4 nice gifts. One guy got a touchdown too out of this, so you could say he won the lottery. Yeah, he's like
Oprah. You get a pick. Everybody gets a pick.
Jameis Winston, 25 of 48, 335 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 gifts, and the loss.
Wow.
You know, on the plus side though, Ronald Jones had a career game, so that's
good because Barber looked like crap.
Yeah, Ronald Jones is the quarterback or the running back of the future for the Bucks.
Yes, Peyton Barber had that fumble. He did not look good at all yesterday or Saturday.
And Houston clinched the division, so congratulations to them. I hope they lose in the first round.
Well,
So
the bright star I seen in that game was your boy Perryman. I didn't think he was gonna do what he did as the only number 1 receiver.
Well, I think Rashard Perryman, I think him being around a true number 1 receiver this year really helped him because you remember him in, I think it was Baltimore, and then Cleveland, and he just really wasn't. Every time the ball was thrown his way, it looked like he was scared. Now, he's starting to earn money. He's probably going to get paid because he was only 1-year contract with Tampa. So, it's going to suck to see him leave, but
this is my thing. If Jameis get those giveaways together, man, he has 3 solid receivers and 2 solid tight ends. He could be record setting as well.
Yeah, but I mean, me and you spoke about it before and over the weekend. Is Jameis going to be there next year? That's the serious question, which we'll have to dive into that a little bit later on.
Sure.
I think that's a separate conversation altogether.
Absolutely.
So let's go.
For one of those solid tight ends you speak of dropped the ball at the end of the game, by the way.
They both dropped the pass.
Yeah, they both.
Don't try to single one out. Don't try to single out the white boy.
Brait should have had, man. Brait should have had that. That was embarrassing.
Brait had that and probably 15 yards on top of that.
But let me tell you, man, as a receiver, he was already looking to run. As soon as he took his eyes off the ball, that's when he dropped it. I mean, it's a common drop, but he was looking to run before he caught the ball.
And what sucks is that he was like he's second best, I guess, guy catching the ball, receptionist. I guess that sounds wrong, but he's probably the second best guy on the team with hands. First would be Chris Godwin because the dude has like stickum for whatever reason on his hands. He doesn't drop passes much. So I was surprised when he dropped it. I mean, O.J. Howard has had a habit of dropping passes in key moments. I wouldn't really call it a drop, but the NFL rates it as a drop. It hit him in the forearm. So
that's a drop.
I mean, the bright spots of the game. Your defense looked good though. I mean, even though there was a lot of points scored, all those turnovers, they were definitely able to save the day on quite a few of them.
The defense looks like it's finally kind of the secondary looks like they're trying to turn the corner because I mean, DeAndre Hopkins, what do you get? Like a couple catches, that was it. So Carlton Davis is starting to look like a lockdown. Yep. So.
And your front seven is solid. Front seven really look good as usual. But Vita Vea and Ndamukong Suh. If you can re-sign
they have the number 1 run defense.
Yeah. But even like pass rushing now too, they're starting to really get at it. Even though Barrett's, leading the league in sacks, but the whole team, like, you could see Sue getting after him, Vita Vea is getting after him.
Oh.
If you can re-sign Sue, that's going to be a solid unit all year round next year.
Yeah, we lose. Well, JPP and Sue are both their and Shaq Barrett, their contracts are up, so got a lot of work to do in the off season.
Y'all not gonna let go of Barrett.
Well, that's a big question right there. Which one of the three are you going to sign first?
Yeah. I mean, I could see Jameis getting a transition tag of some sort, and then them franchising back Shaq Barrett. Well, a transition tag is still the same thing, except for the Bucs have the ability to match, if I'm not mistaken. That's how it works. So,
right.
So someone can go in there and go crazy offering the farm, and they'll be like, okay, well, we'll take our draft picks. Or is that only franchise tag? I think franchise tag's the only one where they can get draft picks if someone signs a quarterback. But we'll see. Time will tell on that one. Let's go over to the AFC East battle. Biggie.
Please do. Let's discuss that game. Patriots take the victory over Buffalo, 24-17.
That was a good game. Oh,
what
man,
a game. I was nervous up until the very end. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was
Buffalo was driving when they were moving down the field with ease at the end of the game. I was starting to get worried for you, Biggie.
I mean, I wasn't worried being up. When we got that 2-point conversion, that was great. That really gave me some a pressure relief, because at least we knew it was going to overtime. Worst comes to worst, but there was a lot of crazy plays. First half ended with them scoring that touchdown. It was pretty nuts. Tied up the game. All in all, we just had a little bit more. We made a little bit more plays than they did. Our defense stepped up when we needed it to step up, and it was pretty solid. I was impressed. You got to give Buffalo credit, though. They're good. They're not going to be easy out in the playoffs as a ball.
No, sir.
That's going to be a tough game for whoever gets them. I think it looks like Houston's going to get them, if I'm not mistaken. The way it's lined up right now, that'll be a good game. Houston and Buffalo. Man. I can see Buffalo pulling that out.
Yeah, that would.
Now, what about that Edelman, man? That's a little tough little man. He was beat up all season. He came in and represented. He did his thing Saturday.
Yeah.
He made some key plays, key catches. He was doing his thing Saturday.
For the first time, he had to actually go under the tent, too. And he still came back. Like, he'll take a beating. But he'll definitely go out there and perform when we need him to perform. And we had some emergence from wide receivers, too. And Kale Harry.
Harry, he's going to be nice.
That was he's starting to come along now. We finally started to trust him, and he was talking some smack.
Yeah, he's gonna be nice.
He got Tre'Davious White pretty pissed off. So that was quite exciting. It was nice to see that.
Hey,
but we'll see. We'll build some more trust next week and lead into the playoffs and see where he goes.
Yeah, well, it looks like the Patriots running backs, they're starting to get into that playoff groove. And I've always noticed that the Patriots running backs have a horrible season, and they start to get better, and then right around the playoff time, they're like on all cylinders or
explode.
They're averaging 5-6 yards a carry. So the Patriots will be back in the conference championship to probably face off against with the Ravens. Let's not, what you say earlier, Biggie, don't cash a check, or don't write a check you can't cash. So let's not cash that check just yet that they're going to be in their conference championship.
Yeah,
I'm not
gonna.
Yeah,
not gonna predict that yet, but I'll definitely say I like the way we're looking right now. After that game against one of the top defenses, I was impressed.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. Because
you were right though. You were right though, Biggie, that if the season was to end today, Buffalo would head to Houston for the first round matchup.
Yeah, that'd be a good game.
Yeah, just looking at them now, I mean, there's 2 games I have circled that if the season ended today, I would be happy. So, and that's that one, and then Minnesota at Green Bay, round 3. So, Yep. All right.
Even though I'm sorry, we're not in the NFC yet, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself about the Minnesota clinching their little playoff spot today.
Oh, it's funny that you say clinching playoff spot because the Rams lost to the 49ers, which that caused them to clinch the playoff spot.
That's right.
So congratulations to Aaron Donald for getting that vacation early. You know, it's all January off. Look at that.
Do you have to be so mean about that?
Oh, was that mean? Was that mean?
That
sorry.
was harsh. The season ain't even over with yet.
You have
harsh. They got one more game.
You don't even know. Wait till I get to your Panthers. Just wait till I get to your Panthers.
Hey, they're gonna be joining me. They're joining me now.
Before I forget this, because it just came to my head. So you know, Gerald McCoy has never finished better than third place in a division in his career.
Oh, really? Now you want to talk that since he's gone from you guys now, huh?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying he went to the Panthers, who were continuously fighting for first and second place in the division. You know, he went to the Panthers. Now the Panthers are in the cellar.
He did.
He
did go from bad to worse. He did go from bad to worse. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Yeah. He kind of made you look at that stuff. Anyways, 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo got them to win. You know, because he had to drive down the field late in the game to secure the win.
That game was good too.
Yeah, that George Kittle is pretty good. You know, but it's like I told you, Biggie. I said, so which Rams team was going to show up? So,
I think a decent version of that team showed up. They just still weren't good enough to beat San Francisco. Yeah. It's not like they didn't crap the bed. They didn't do terrible. You know, they could have easily laid down and taken it and just knocked themselves out. But they played for it. They fought for it.
Oh yeah.
You can't overcome those mistakes, man. That one pick six that Goff threw, man.
Can't do those.
It was rough. When I saw that, I was like, man, you can't overcome some of those mistakes that he's making. That was rough.
This lines up the 49ers for their big matchup in Seattle.
Seattle, yes sir.
Next Sunday night, 8:15 on NBC. Plug
it. Last time they played, man, it went down to the wire, so I think it's going to do that. It's going to happen again.
So we go from there to Sunday. Today. Sorry. I had to do that. Just felt like I needed to do that. Jaguars at Falcons. I think me and Toby had the Falcons in that game.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That
You were with that dumpster fire. You did go 3-0 on Saturday. We'll give you credit where credit is due. So
yes, you did, buddy. Yes, you did.
I wish it ended on Saturday.
Yeah. They can only see how much trash you were talking Saturday night.
But Jacksonville, what the heck? This team is 2 years removed from almost making a Super Bowl. Like, what happened to this team? Like, defensively, they were so solid. Like, they didn't need. Yeah, it didn't matter who their quarterback was. Defensively, they were a top unit. They could win games by themselves. The running game was decent. They had a great offensive line. And 2 seasons later, you turn into that.
Yeah,
that's embarrassing.
It's a dumpster fire, and I think I don't know if it was you or it was Toby that said that they can see Minshew mania sticking around. So
I thought it was not anymore.
I think they're doing it. I think they're going to be selling off the farm a lot. I think they're going to be bad.
Sale. Yeah, I said they was going to keep Minshew and trade from that money they gave Mr. Foles.
Yep. I think Leonard Fournette will be traded, though, in the offseason. That's my bold statement of the day.
So you think they're going to just start over, huh?
I think they're going to blow it up, man.
Which is sad because they picked well in the draft, too. Josh Allen, the linebacker Josh Allen, leads the rookies in sacks. He's got 10 sacks this season. He looked good. You know, so they drafted well, at least there. I don't know where they went wrong or where they're going wrong. Maybe they need to build the offense up a little bit better or what have you.
Once they get rid of the man up top, everything's going to start shaking. So they're going to start all over. I think they're going to start over.
They're going to get rid of his GM, his head coach, and his quarterback. So
you think Marone's gone too?
I think they're all. Yeah, I think they're all. Because he didn't commit to them past these final 2 games. He just said we'll reevaluate it in the offseason. To me, that just sounds like, unless you do something spectacular, your job's done.
Like not lose.
Which, he might keep his job by not losing, but when your team spots the Falcons 17 points, it's kind of hard to win when you're down 17 right off the bat.
Well, I guess the bright spot of that game is Julio's the fastest player to reach 12,000 yards, huh?
Yes, milestone.
Yep.
Good call.
Yes, he did. The
Julio,
man's a beast.
Past Jerry Rice.
Julio was the start of the Alabama machine. Yep. He was like one of the Nick Saban's first huge gets when he came to Alabama, which was pretty cool.
He passes the overrated Jerry Rice. Congratulations.
Ooh. You sound a little bitter.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
Tell us where Jerry Rice hurt you.
What he did better?
What he did you wrong? Did you have to put that in there, man?
I'm just saying, he's a little overrated. No big deal. Julio.
Who overrated? Jerry Rice? Did you just say Jerry Rice overrated?
Wait, all right. Who would you? Okay,
my goodness.
Jerry Rice is overrated. Who would you rank higher than Jerry Rice? And if you say Randy Moss, I'll be okay too. I'll be okay with it next week.
Randy Moss is definitely better than Jerry Rice, but that's another discussion.
No, yeah, that's
skill wise, talent wise. Oh, come on, that's not even
just to go over the top. Randy Moss doesn't run routes. You just throw it deep.
That's true. Now, who has the most receiving touchdowns in Super Bowl era?
Yeah, and more yards. Nobody's never gonna catch this man. I don't know how long it's gonna take for somebody to catch this man record.
The man had Montana
Jerry Rice
to Young. He didn't have to deal with a Culpepper or a Tuiasosopo or any of those garbage quarterbacks. He didn't have to deal with any of that. He had Montana to Young. How horrible of a career could he have possibly have had?
He wasn't the only top receiver on that team. He had Taylor. He had Clark.
Oh, come on.
Come on, man. Roger Craig.
No, don't do that.
Everybody is not enough balls to share around.
Time out. All right. Toby.
Yo.
If Jerry Rice played on the Patriots, he would not be saying this.
That's exactly.
Not true. Yeah,
that is 100% true. 100% true.
He's speaking because Moss is on his team.
Right now, if I had to take a receiver right now in his prime, I'm taking Julio.
All right. Yeah, okay. So all right. So before we get way far off track, we'll just skip over a couple games probably. But
sorry.
If you
brought it up, I'm sorry.
No, we're good. We're good because we can actually use this. We'll go. This you started an NFL franchise, right? All right. We're not going to go with quarterback. Quarterback's the easy one. Everyone talks about quarterback. And in his prime, you can take any wide receiver. You're taking Julio Jones to start a franchise.
No, I'm taking Randy Moss first. But if I had to pick between Jones and Rice, I'm taking Julio Jones. I've seen that man play. And Calvin's another one.
I would take Calvin.
I wish he had stayed longer, but Calvin's another one who's better than Rice skill wise. He just didn't last as long. But Julio, no,
he was just tired of losing, bro. That's all it was.
I've watched Jerry Rice play, and I watched Julio play, and I'm telling you, the catches that this kid makes to make it happen is insane. Julio is insane. Rice had the ball put in a spot where he can catch it almost every time. He didn't make it insane. All right.
Here's the problem, though, is that Julio is in a league where the NFL makes rules so that they can catch the football. When he played, he got mugged all the way down the field, and they only called the penalty if his pants was pulled down. That's
I'm gonna put this to bed, man. I'm gonna put this to bed. Listen, Jerry Rice had number one, he had more yards NFL history as a receiver. Number two, he had some beast guarding him. Deion Sanders. He had Deion Sanders guarding him.
Who?
Deion. He knows.
First off, he didn't have him guarding him the whole career. He had him on his team half part of his career, but But he had
Nah.
him two games a year, one in the regular season, one in the playoffs. Okay. What about the other 15 games?
Listen, Jerry Rice is the man.
Name some
Period.
corners
wait.
that Rice went against.
I'll put this to rest. Toby, get on the Facebook. Yeah, I said the Facebook. And put it out there.
Let's let America.
Nobody's gonna go with me.
I guarantee.
My
You're
pick's
right.
outlandish. I agree, but I'm right.
Let's leave it up to our 107 people that listen to us.
I will put it
Nobody
on the
wants
book.
to say it. Nobody wants to say it because they're afraid that people will make fun of them. I'm not afraid to say it. Jerry Rice was overrated.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
What are we gonna put on there?
Oh my goodness.
What's the question that they're gonna ask? Are we saying is Jerry Rice the greatest receiver of all time, or
let's just put it out there like this: say, who are you taking, Jerry Rice or the field?
No, let's put who will start your franchise.
No. Let's see. Yeah, give them like 5 choices. Give them 5 choices. Say if you could start an NFL franchise tomorrow, what receiver would you pick?
Calvin, Julio.
No,
Julio, Moss.
No. I want to go Moss or Rice. That's what
I'd even debate Terrell Owens, but I think Rice surpasses Terrell Owens.
No, we're not talking about the biggest diva. We're talking about the best receiver. All right, yeah, do that, Toby. That sounds good. Do that now.
Moss or Rice?
Moss or Rice, who did you take?
Oh, man.
Put it out there. Maybe.
You sound like you sad, Biggie.
Rice had the best career. Don't get me wrong. He had a great career. But he's not the most skilled. He's not the most skilled receiver of all time.
Biggie goes and posts on there, and he says Moss because Rice is.
Biggie, it's more than just going deep, man. You have to run the route tree, man. It's more than just put your hand in the sky and throw the ball.
Oh man,
why?
You're so lucky
why does it have to be more than that though? Isn't the goal to be in the end zone at the end of the day? Isn't the goal to go catch the ball and score? That's what Moss did. He ran a deep route, get the ball, and he scored.
Never crossed the middle. Never ran the route.
Yes, he did.
Hey, that man ain't gonna cross no middle.
I've seen
Terrell Owens crossed the middle more than he did.
Well, yeah, but Terrell Owens did a lot too. But Randy Moss, why am I going to run this 5-yard slant for you when I could easily just run 20 yards down the field and catch a touchdown instead? Why am I wasting my time?
Jerry Rice is the man.
Should we just stop this episode and just go to the GOAT series now? Because
no, we're gonna hold this. We're gonna have to get America's intake.
That's a GOAT. Yeah, that's the GOAT receiver series.
You start recording the GOAT series. I say this week we start that GOAT series.
Yeah, we should start that. But we'll see what Facebook says. They'll probably say Rice, but we all know it's possible.
You know what they're going to say. You know what they're going to say.
And I know I know how they feel. I know how they feel in their heart. It's okay, guys. If you want to say Moss, I protect you. You don't have to be shackled by these Jerry Rice chains anymore.
But just remember, the Patriots can protect their own ball boy. What makes you think he can protect you?
I'm not even talking about him on the Patriots, man. His Viking days were the best days, and he was insane. He was unstoppable.
He was the only receiver with his first 6 seasons with 1,000-yard receiving.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, until Mike Evans, he was the only receiver to do that. But I think Michael Thomas is probably going to join that club soon. So,
you make it sound like Jerry Rice was in a different era. Moss played in an era where the rules weren't changed yet. He's in the beginning of his career.
Yeah.
They didn't change him till later on. But anyway, all right, let's get back on task. I apologize.
Right. Let's go. We'll run through a couple of these. We'll run through a couple of these games because it is what it is. Ravens
overrated.
Ravens beat the Browns. The Lamar Jackson show.
The Browns put up a fight. The Browns put up a fight in the beginning. I was excited.
Did the Browns even score a touchdown?
No, but the defense was holding them in check.
Yeah. Yeah, Lamar Jackson.
Until Lamar stopped playing around.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson. This just didn't. Yeah, he's still MVP and he still won the game.
He stopped playing around and he said, "All right, we're enough of this crap."
That one was what we expected. So, Mark Andrews continued.
It was a revenge game. Revenge game.
Mark Andrews still did his thing. Keynote on that one: Mark Ingram went down with a non-contact injury, so it looks like he'd probably be out for the playoffs.
Really? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
they're saying
calf strain.
They're saying it could be. They don't know until the test, but it could be an Achilles or it could be a calf strain. So
Oh, wow. That's a big factor right there.
I just heard calf strain.
Yeah.
I just heard
look that up,
calf strain.
Yeah, look that up. Usually a calf strain, that's the first thing they're going through.
How did I miss that?
I don't know. You're playing against someone that had Mark Ingram, so.
I know. I'm shocked right now. I can't believe I missed it.
All right, now let's go over to.
Yeah.
Want to say something?
No, that's the playoff.
You're shocked.
Change
yeah, he's very shocked.
All right, so now we go to Saints beating the Titans, as me and Toby said that they would.
Oh man, the Titans they had it too. They choked that away.
They did not have
very
it.
Unfortunate. They were winning 14-0. They were.
Drew Brees does what Drew Brees does, and that is win games when teams spot them when they spot teams 14 points.
No, that man.
So how many times Drew Brees hurt you?
Hey, okay, let's go. Something else.
You got to give Michael Thomas his credit. He broke the record today as well.
Yes, he did.
He broke Marvin Harrison's catch record. Congratulations to Michael Thomas.
Shatter the record to make it where it's untouchable.
There's another receiver who's going to pass Rice pretty soon. Anyway.
In what?
We're in a passing era. Jesus.
In what?
No, this era is a little bit different. I know.
All right,
But I will say this: Tannehill gave me a little bit more reason to back my Pro Bowl prediction up. I'm telling you, this man will make the Pro Bowl when one of those quarterbacks can't make it. Tannehill looked really good today.
Not before Dak. I think Dak gonna go before him.
No, we'll talk.
No, but Tannehill's in the AFC.
Yeah, we'll talk.
That's right.
We'll talk about this so-called Pro Bowl Dak. Yeah.
No more Pro Bowl. We talked a lot of Pro Bowl last time.
Yeah, Biggie. I think you're the
I
reason.
ruined the Pro Bowl.
You did ruin the Pro Bowl. Will Grier. Let's just say Will Grier appeared in Indianapolis.
Okay. Let's go to the next team.
No, we're definitely going to talk about this game. Wait a minute.
Will Grier, 27 of 44, 224 yards, 3 wonderful gifts to the defense.
Look, this is first game, man. What you expect? You know, what Haskins did on his first game.
I don't know, but let's. I'll give Biggie. Biggie did say all-purpose yards. I'll give him that. He didn't say rushing yards. He said all-purpose yards. Christian McCaffrey. I'm just looking at this, right?
172.
15 receptions. You said 180, so you're wrong, sir.
I was wrong.
15 receptions for 119 yards.
That's insane. I told you Greer was going to go to that kid.
That's his safety. That was his safety.
I told you he was going to go to him all day. I thought he'd actually hit a receiver once in a while too.
Listen, D Moore got hurt. He had some concussion. He got concussion.
Yeah,
so
that hurt the team. Your leading receiver goes down.
Yeah, you know what hurt the team is having Gerald McCoy on their team. That's what hurt the team.
Man, their defense.
He promotes losing. All right, let's be real. Look, I'm not saying it because he left the Bucks. He promotes losing in general. Because when he was on the Bucks, when was the last time the Bucks did the
I didn't
playoffs?
hear you say nothing like that when he was with the Bucks.
Yeah,
on your team.
When he's on my team. I look past those things. Just like if Jameis left, I would say, he's a bum. If he ain't with the Bucks, you ain't with us. Get it right.
Damn, you're not right.
No,
you're not right,
man.
Now, except for
defense,
Warren Sapp and John Lynch.
You're not right. Okay, next team. Let's go to the next one. There wasn't no game.
How do you lose 7 games in a row? You guys were in the playoff hunt, and 7 straight games they lost.
Are y'all still talking about the Panthers?
Oh, you damn right. What happened to the defense, man?
You can't run away from this conversation.
Oh man.
See, what happened is that they woke up one morning, and that was it.
What happened was, and what happened is, we don't have Cam. Point blank. Period. That's what it is.
Who?
You heard me.
I didn't hear you. What did you say?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Is there a player named Cam? I've always known your overrated quarterback to be Medea.
Oh man, there you go.
And that's the mic drop.
There you go.
All right. And as you said, Toby, we're moving on.
Thank you. Okay.
To the Bengals-Dolphins game, where Cam will be playing quarterback for the Dolphins next year.
No, sir.
You didn't think about that one, did you, Biggie?
We're not going to Dolphins.
We're not.
The Dolphins game?
Yeah, there was actually. It was
a game? No.
Yeah, Andy Dalton decided to play in the fourth quarter. They scored like almost 30 points in the fourth quarter.
Actually, that game I picked up in fantasy this week, and I picked up Mike Gesicki.
Yeah, he did his thing.
That paid off. That paid off real nice. So that was a big help. In 2 leagues, 2 of my championship out of 3, he paid off pretty well. But that game, Cincinnati's got the number 1 pick now. Congratulations to them. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with it. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with it.
Well, we'll be going
obviously
over some draft talk.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later on.
Oh yeah, but I'm interested to see what they do though, because they're on the clock now. So
they're going to pick up Burrow, and Dalton's going to the Patriots. Dalton's going to the Patriots.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I think me and Biggie talked about this one. I think Chase Young might actually go to Cincinnati if he comes out of the draft.
That's the hometown boy, man. I mean,
yeah.
I can't see that. They're going to get him a quarterback, man.
Let's go over the history though. Sometimes over the history, the guys that were drafted number 1 overall at the defensive end position, they didn't really need a quarterback. There wasn't an absolute need for a quarterback. Would you say Andy Dalton was the problem with the Bengals this year? I would not say it was.
No, as soon as they took him out, they got worse.
Yeah, so Andy Dalton's not the problem. So why would you get rid of an experienced quarterback when you
could
just improve your defense?
Why would they put him on the bench then?
They were just testing. They wanted to see if it was him.
That was a rookie head coach. That was a rookie head coach.
I fire the coach before I get rid of Dalton off the bat.
I agree with that. Yeah. So. All right, and then
plus they didn't have AJ Green all year either. That kind of hurt.
That does help losing.
That punk.
They don't never have them all. They never have them all.
He hurt me in fantasy for the whole season. It's supposed to be out for 2 to 3 weeks. My butt.
I remember one year where Toby played AJ Green twice in a fantasy season, and AJ Green scored 50 points in both games.
He killed me.
Both games
he killed me. And then he get hurt after that.
Yeah, he gets hurt in crucial times.
That's crazy.
Oh, speaking of crucial times, the Steelers needed to win against the Jets, and they lost.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was a good segue, right? Yeah, I like
nice.
that.
I know Le'Veon was having a good time. I know Le'Veon was having a great time.
They still booed him, though. Just to point out, he still got booed.
Hey, but he got the W, though. He got the W.
We were curious to see if he get booed. I don't care who was out there. I'm sure he got booed.
He got the W.
There was one play I didn't want to talk about in the game. I don't know if you guys saw it. I got to see portion of the game was Robbie Anderson with that ridiculous catch in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, that was nice.
He is one of their bright spots. He's still playing strong. He can definitely be a part of their future if he keeps it up and stays straight and narrow.
New Jersey might be in his future. Oh wait,
New Jersey.
From one New Jersey team to the other, which is probably
do you mean New Jersey the state or New Jersey as in he's going to a different team? Because if he goes to a different team, he might do better. Because God knows the Jets aren't going to be good anytime soon.
Yeah, not as long as Tom Brady's in the. As long as Tom Brady's in the AFC East, he's not going to lose.
As long as their quarterback keeps seeing ghosts, I don't see them going anywhere.
Yeah, I remember him saying that mic'd up.
Oh yeah, so New Jersey Giants beat the Washington Redskins. And like I said, Danny Dimes had his best game of his career.
And Barkley did too. He had a good game this week.
When Barkley broke off like a 60-yard run to start the game, I was like, oh, here he goes.
We already knew it.
This is we're gonna hear it now. Barkley's the best. Barkley's the best. Where's he been? Nowhere. So that game was pretty good.
Redskins.
That's what I'm saying. That game was pretty good. If you're a Giants fan and you were looking at draft position, you dropped from 2 to 4, so that's kind of a big deal. So you're probably out of the sweepstakes.
This game helped the Giants analyze what they need to fix in the offseason, and that's their damn defense. Because you just said it, that Danny Dimes had the best game of his career. Saquon had a monster game, and they still almost lost. So I'm pretty sure that we just figured out what they need to fix.
Yeah, so sorry. defensive line, linebackers, cornerback, safety. That's their needs in the draft. and then if they want, they can look at the offensive line. Just
all 11.
So let's go over to the other rookie quarterback in Denver. Drew Lock, still doing good.
Yeah, he's doing pretty nice.
This is when we picked well.
Yeah,
Lock had a good game.
And so actually, I think Detroit is actually picking third in the draft. So I think unless something crazy happens next week, they're pretty much locked into that position. So I don't see them beating Green Bay next week. So that would be interesting. Wouldn't that be interesting if
they need a quarterback?
Who's that? Detroit?
Yeah.
You think so?
Man. Yeah, well, they said Stafford has the same injury that Tony Romo had.
Yeah, man, he got a back issue.
Yeah, bone spurs in the back. They said that it's kind of up in the air. So that could be something, though. I mean,
that's sad. That's unfortunate. It was Stafford.
True.
He's a tough kid.
Yeah, Stafford, just a lovable loser, man. That's all you can say about him.
If a quarterback get picked in the third spot after Burrow goes number 1, it's going to shake up the draft pretty much, man.
If Burrow doesn't go 1, it's going to shake up the whole draft.
True.
So,
but I don't see him. So I don't see Cincinnati not getting him. I don't.
Who's the 2 right now? You said the Giants went to the 4, so 2's Washington then, right?
Yeah, Washington's 2.
Yeah.
So it's Cincy.
And they're not going Burrow.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah, well.
Not after Haskins, the way he's been playing.
Yeah, Cincinnati may go Burrow. Washington will probably go, if they go Chase Young, if Chase Young comes out, I mean, we're seeing the case for Urban Meyer to be the next head coach of the Washington Redskins because.
Oh, wow.
But that's what's interesting is if Burrow doesn't go number 1, he could slide.
Yeah.
Because 2, 3, 4 might not need a quarterback.
And I haven't even looked at who number 5 is yet. I have to check that one out. But, I mean, he could slide a distance.
It'd be Miami.
Yeah. How crazy would that be if Miami's sitting there and they have the choice of any quarterback they want?
How sick
that would be good
for them.
All right. Oakland still in the playoffs after a win against the
Chargers.
The always traveling Chargers that never – they're always on the road, it seems like, because they never have a home crowd. Did you hear that? Did you see that report that the Chargers were planning on using silent counts at their home stadium because there were so many Raider fans going to be there?
Wow, yeah, I heard about that.
Yep.
That's a damn shame.
Yeah, that's sad.
Can we admit to the mistake that we made and just put them back in San Diego, please?
Let's just send them to London. At least London will care about them.
Yeah, one or the other.
And they get a new stadium?
Give them the old stadium. I don't put them back
Chargers,
in San Diego somewhere.
The Chargers didn't get a new stadium. They're paying rent to the owner of the Rams, so Stan Crow, whatever. Crockwell. Yeah, they're paying him rent pretty much just to play at the stadium. It's going to be pretty much the same situation over at East Rutherford between the Jets and Giants. So
I heard that Kroenke's not too happy because they're not paying as much as what the Rams are paying. and that was a report I heard is he's not too thrilled with the agreement they have right now. So who knows, man? They might not stay in LA very long. It could change.
I think they should only be one LA team, in my honest opinion.
Agreed.
And I'd send them over the pond. If you just
there's so many places you can send them. Like Oklahoma don't have a team. Oklahoma's a great college state program.
Well, they have shown that they can support a pro team.
Listen, just send them to Mexico. Send them to New Mexico. Just send them over
Send them to Mexico.
Send them that
Why New Mexico? Why New Mexico?
Send them to regular Mexico. I don't even care. Yeah, you're right. Make them get a passport.
Yeah, no. Send them to Canada. Send them to Montreal so they can get off the race.
Canada's got their own game. They can handle their CFL.
All right, I'm gonna save the NFC least matchup for end. So Cardinals upset the Seahawks, and what throws a wrench into the NFC playoff picture, like seeding wise, because everyone knows everyone's locked in. Kyler Murray got hurt though.
Yes, he did. It was a hamstring.
Yeah. So I don't know.
And
I
his
said
replacement looked just as good.
Yeah, who was his replacement? I didn't watch the
game. Brett Hundley, the UCLA kid.
UCLA pride, baby.
The one that was a backup. The one that was a backup for your boy at Green Bay.
Yep, he backed up Rodgers, and he looked good.
He can't handle the cool weather, man. He's got to stay out west. That's how the UCLA kids are.
Okay. So. Don't say so.
Yeah. But no, Kyler Murray, man, I'll tell you what, you got to give Arizona a ton of credit for going one season and then just rebuilding again and taking this kid instead of sticking with Rosen. Like, what a man! This kid's gonna be a star.
Yeah,
is Rosen still in Miami?
As long as what's that? Yeah, Rosen's still for this year. He's going to New England in the offseason.
Oh,
everybody going to New England.
You guys have us having 15 quarterbacks this season.
No, I've said it. I've said it now on multiple episodes. And I see Rosen in New England backing up whoever's the quarterback up there next year.
According to Toby, we have Eli and Dalton coming next year.
That's right.
Too, so.
That's right.
Well, you did say you can't spell. You said you can't spell elimination without Eli.
That's right. That's the only way to take us down is get us to Eli.
You know what? I think Peyton Manning is your quarterback coach next year.
That's got to be awkward. The coach coaching someone who's better than he is. That's weird.
That's already happening. What the hell are you talking about?
What? Wait, what?
You said it's got to be awkward as the coach coaching someone that's better than him. And that's already happening with Josh McDaniels. Tom Brady is clearly better than Josh McDaniels.
Well, no, you know what I meant. I meant at quarterback, not at coach.
I know.
But yeah, he's better than McDaniels too. You're right.
All right. Let's go to the NFC least matchup. Yes, I said least because they're the least exciting division. They have like 2, 4, and whatever teams. 4, what is it? No, 3-11 and 4 and 10.
Well, wait, before we leave Seattle, let me ask this now. After watching this game, are you scared of Seattle anymore?
No. Oh. I mean, Seattle at home. Well, that was at home. Never mind.
It's at home.
Yeah, no.
That's an embarrassing loss, man. That like I'm over here thinking the NFC stacked, and after watching that was kind of dismal. Tyler Lockett, where the hell did he go?
Carson got hurt too now, so their running game, got handicapped today.
Yeah.
I think Carson had a headache today. Yeah, I think he had a headache, man. Maybe with a concussion.
I thought the defense would step up a little bit better than that. I don't think Seattle's going to go far in the playoffs.
Clowney was hurt
like
too.
That.
Well, season ended today. Seattle would be going to Philly. So that's Battle of the Birds. Speaking of Philly, they beat the Cowboys, and which I called. You guys said the Cowboys would win. I said the Eagles would win.
Yeah, I called Cowboys, but then I said it's the Cowboys' game to lose, and they did just that.
And they lost it.
They did just that. That was crazy.
I tell you what, though,
you called it, man.
Miles Sanders did a Brian Westbrook type move that probably crushed some people's hearts, and I thought that was great.
When he slid,
he's breaking it, and I was like, "Oh man, is he gonna score?" Because he's a rookie, and he didn't score, and I was like, "Oh man, some people are gonna be pissed."
He didn't even take it to the 1 either. He took it straight to like the 30 and then.
But listen, man, he gave people 157, 160 total yards and a couple touchdowns. He did just enough.
Yeah, he did what he needed to do.
He did enough.
All right, man. So, and then we got Eagles. So Eagles are in first place. Obviously, all they got to do is beat Danny Dimes and the Giants next week, and they're in. So
that's all they have to do.
That's all they have to do. Win and you're in, man.
That's right.
But if the Cowboys lose next week too, then they're still in. So I don't know. It's yeah, an 8-8 team probably gonna get into the playoffs.
Probably they are.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's set.
Somebody in the division got to win.
Yeah,
it's a dang shame.
But like I said, the Cowboys do the Cowboys thing. If they get all their hopes up high and Just crush them. They just crush them at the end.
Yeah, the decision now is: do we fire Garrett this week or do we let him walk next week? How does this work?
No, they give him one more game.
We don't get the satisfaction of just firing him. No, just gonna let him walk.
Jones gonna let him, at the end of the season.
Yeah, what's crazy, I was just talking to somebody about this, is that, if Dallas really wanted to go to the Super Bowl next year, there's a coach they can get next year who just became a free agent, and I think he could put him over the top and get him the Super Bowl. And I don't know if they'll look into it or not, but Tom Coughlin's available.
I was thinking he's going to – I asked Devin one day, do you think he's going to get back coaching again?
If they got him to coach that team, I think that could put them over the edge. That they need that hard-nosed coach that just not put up with crap and all this nonsense they got going on. And I think they'd be all right.
Oh, yeah.
If you're on time, you're late. That's that type of guy. If you're on time, you're late. You got to be up 5 minutes early.
That's right.
So guess we'll see next Monday is Black Monday. So, which is, every coach hates that. So that'll be interesting to see what's happening. I'm kind of interested to see what the surprise firing will be this offseason.
We might wake up Monday and he might be fired tomorrow.
Oh, there might be a coach that retires and we weren't even expecting him to retire. So, I mean, we've seen it. So
we'd have to have some predictions on this one. Who stays, who goes.
Don't be surprised.
Maybe later this week.
Yeah, we'll have to do it before the games.
Yeah, don't be surprised if he do get fired when come Monday, losing that game.
No, they don't have to. That's what I'm saying. They don't even have to fire Garrett. They can just let him walk. He's done. His contract's over.
See, and that's what I think it was. Is that
so they really gonna get rid of him now?
Yeah, it's like, thank you for your services. Goodbye.
And we got a game going on right now. It's almost halftime, and the Chiefs are up 10-0, and they're in the red zone. So,
well, I guess Oakland was looking for this game. Chicago to win doesn't look so good.
No, it's not looking like and they're driving right now too before the half.
Yeah, I see. They're in the first and goal at the 6. I don't know though, because Biggie, you saw on NFL Network, they're saying that Oakland needed the Bears to win this game. And then when I looked on it, they didn't say anything about this game. So I guess we'll see come tomorrow morning what the if they're truly eliminated or not. So, but the Raiders needed some serious help to even be in the playoffs. So if the Bears losing is the reason they got knocked out of the playoffs, how fitting would it be that Khalil Mack lost the game and the Raiders get knocked out of the playoffs? Yeah. Oh man.
I will say,
threw a touchdown.
Is that what that LAR means? That what that phone means? Mahomes threw a touchdown.
That's what it means.
I'm a little disappointed in the NFL too. All the ESPN and NFL.com, everybody. I'm disappointed in how they kept track of the playoff standings this week. Like I was so confused going into this week, and now I guess Dallas is still in it. I thought Dallas would be out of it. Oakland, like you said, we don't know if Chicago has to win or if they lose or who the heck has to win. Like there was so much confusion going into this week. They should have made it a lot clearer for a lot of people, because now we're not going to know until at least Monday, like you said, and then we'll see more playoff implications. But it was a confusing week for me. I thought Dallas was out of it for sure.
Yep, and then tomorrow night we have the big matchup, which I called it the game of the week, which we've already gone over. But so that's an interesting one. That even with if Green Bay wins this game, I'm not mistaken, they would become the 12. They would become the second seed. So
thanks to the Rams, they just gave it over to Minnesota.
Yeah. Did Green Bay and New Orleans play head to head this year?
I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm just trying to figure out how they became the second seed. You know?
They didn't. No, they didn't play against each other.
Yeah,
Green Bay wasn't. Yeah,
that was kind of interesting. So maybe it's just off the strength of schedule. Because I mean, the NFC, there was that one point where the NFC North, it just didn't look like any team was going to lose unless they play in the division. Because remember the first 4 weeks of the season, it just seemed like the NFC North was just stacked this year. So, I don't know.
Who did the Bucks play this year? Which division did they play against?
We played the one game against the North, which was the Lions, because they finished in the same place as us last year.
I remember that. Which division did you guys play this year? We played
the NFC
East?
South. We played the NFC South, and then we played the NFC East. No, we didn't play the East. The West. We played the AFC South and the NFC West.
Oh, that's right. You played the Rams okay, I remember now.
Yep. So.
All right. So yeah. Green Bay didn't play New Orleans.
Yeah,
that would be a good matchup though.
Well, who won the NFC? No, you know what? New Orleans played Minnesota. That was who they played out of because Minnesota won the division last year. So it goes off of last year's results for that one.
Yep.
So that's all right. So we'll see how next week goes, and then we'll cross that bridge when we do.
It's all about seeding next week. It's all about seeding next week, right?
Except for in the AFC. The AFC, there's still a spot up for grabs. So, which is Tennessee's to lose. But
NFC's locked in.
But they need a lot of help, though, man. Tennessee need a lot of help, right?
Tennessee's winning in.
Oakland.
Yeah,
that's Oakland.
Yeah, Pittsburgh needs a win and a Tennessee loss.
Mm-hmm.
Oakland needs a lot of help. So,
yeah, it's just down to those three, though. It's down to Tennessee, Pittsburgh, and Oakland. Maybe after tonight. we're still figuring that part out, but it'll be interesting. Who do you think's gonna make it out of those two, Tennessee or Pittsburgh?
I think
Tennessee.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. Pittsburgh's not looking too great. They benched Hodges, went back to Mason Rudolph. Rudolph got hurt again,
and Connor got hurt again.
Yeah, they're so banged up. It's
Juju not 100%.
Yeah, he hasn't played well at all this season. But Tomlin, it's sad because Tomlin should win Coach of the Year after what he's done with that squad and all those injuries, and it's a shame they're not going to make it.
Only if he makes the playoffs, so he can probably get Coach of the Year.
No, I think he should get it even if they don't make it.
Really?
After what he's done with that team, third-string quarterback and still in the playoff hunt, yeah, who else would you give it to?
Trying to think right now.
So I'm messing with the playoff machine and just going off of who I think's going to win next week and everything like that. Is Oakland would pretty much just need the two other teams to lose, and it seems that they would still be in, according to ESPN. According to ESPN. But funny thing is that if Seattle wins next week against San Fran and Green Bay wins this week and next week, is that the NFC West, which we thought was going to have the 1 seed, could actually be the 3 seed, which would be kind of crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's it. That is crazy.
And the thing about this is that we'd have two 12-4 teams, possibly, as wild cards. Any other year, they're winning their division and probably locking up a first round bye. So it's been a good year. We got one more week, but we got 17 more games because we got the game tomorrow, and then right. Yeah, I think that's right.
Yep, 17 more games. Yep.
Sounds about right, partner.
It's all
not 17 more relevant games.
No.
But 17 more games. Yes, we have that.
So I did want to touch on. Go ahead.
This just came in. Tom Brady made the all-time team. Just letting you know, throwing it out there, Mr. GOAT.
Okay, right, back to relevant.
Yeah,
news.
where are you going?
Back to relevant.
Let's go.
News. Let's talk about
what?
Let's go to the real thing.
No congratulations for the man.
Let's talk about something. More relevant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to deflate my mood.
What a waste of 30 seconds.
He'll edit that out. Don't you worry. He'll never
You know what?
exist.
I will edit it to where he says Drew Brees is the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
So, Jameis Winston, where's he quarterbacking next year?
Y'all gonna franchise him. He'll be with the Bucks next year as franchise. He won't sign the big contract. They ain't ready to give it to him yet. They're gonna Kirk Cousins him. That's what they're gonna do. That's what I believe. So he's with the Bucks.
Well, Biggie made it say, well, who do they pay first though? You got Shaq Barrett, which every team
absolutely
will
gonna
want
pay
to have
Barrett first.
So
they will pay Barrett first.
Why would they can't do a contract with Barrett? So you're telling me that they're going to franchise Jameis and just let Barrett walk?
No, they're gonna sign Barrett.
But what? They can't come to a contract now. So now you got two of your top guys sitting there.
They will give Barrett the money first. That's where they will go. You could reason why I'm saying that because you got all these other quarterbacks out there still, like Rivers and maybe Dalton and all these other Eli. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna give Barrett the money first, unless they get something out of the draft.
Off of one contract season. You gonna give him the money first?
Yes, I will. Who, Barrett? You talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give Barrett the money.
Of course, he's leading the NFL in sacks. They will give him that money.
Where was he the past 3 years?
Behind
backing up Von Miller. He was behind Von Miller. Von Miller, he was not getting a starting position over Von Miller. So, and that's why he went. So.
He was a backup, man.
The Broncos offered him more money, and he decided to sign his contract in Tampa. So.
I'll agree with you. I'll go with you on this one. I'll pay Barrett if you think he's going to legitimately stay this way and keep sacking people the way he's doing it. Even though he slowed down at the end of the season, he had a strong start. He only had a strong whole season.
I have one for you. guys. One that I thought about it. It's probably more of a Madden thing than just an actual NFL thing. Is I think the Bucks will let Jameis walk, and then they try to trade for. Hold your breath. Don't freak out on me. But Ben Roethlisberger.
No.
Ben's gonna quit.
Reason I say that is the quarterback that he broke into his offensive coordinator when he broke into the league. Bruce Arians.
Yep.
It's like I said, it's probably more of a Madden thing than an actual real life situation. But
Ben doesn't even know if you want to keep playing or quit.
I mean, just think about this, Ben. We have plenty of strip clubs you can go to.
Well, we might as well just go get Kurt Warner at this point. He broke in with Arians too.
No, we don't want Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner is well, never mind. Anyways,
Roethlisberger's washed up. He's not going to do anything for you guys. Roethlisberger's washed up. He's got the injury this year. He's not going to come back strong next year. I don't think he's going to do great things.
Listen, man,
I think he's done. He's done.
Cam is out there. His contract is, either Carolina's going to give him the money or no.
They're not giving him the money.
Well, Cam is coming.
He's already got the money.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's not going to Tampa either. They're gonna. In my opinion, what I would do is I'd give Winston a 3-year deal and see if he takes that and go with that. And then you can franchise Barrett or try to pay Barrett at that point. But no, Winston's staying in Tampa at least for one more year, at the very least.
I think they're going to franchise him. I think they're just going to franchise him.
They might, and then pay Barrett, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But either way, Newton's not coming to Tampa Bay. That's not going to happen.
If Newton had to pick, I bet he'll pick Tampa Bay.
Really?
Look at the receiving core he's working with.
Of course he'll choose Tampa.
He'll choose Tampa.
Of course he would.
Because if he get cut, he get to choose where he wants to go.
he would go to the one place his agent would say, if you sign with a team in Florida, there's no state tax.
Let's go back to Florida, baby. Let's go. Tampa, here we go. Fire the cannons.
So he doesn't want to win. He doesn't want to ring a ring. Is that what this is?
He will bring the ring here, buddy. That's what he will do. That's what he will do.
He's not winning any ring. He's in Tampa.
He will bring it here, buddy. Yes, he will. That's a former MVP you're talking about right there, man. He'll make it happen.
We saw what Cam Newton did without weapons, and he won an MVP.
Exactly.
Imagine what he would do with two.
He's not the same quarterback from then, though.
He was just banged up a little bit. He was just
he's not the
banged up
MVP anymore. We'll see.
Of course, he's not the MVP anymore.
I like Cam Newton. I'm not nothing against him. I hope he does well. You know, I'm pulling.
Someone's about to be dissed. Nothing against him, but
no. There's nothing against. As a matter of fact, if Brady retired, I would gladly take Cam to our team.
No, he's washed up, like you said.
I didn't say he was washed up. I said he's not the same player. He's not going to win Tampa. He's not going to win Tampa a ring.
You don't know if he's the same player, though. That's the problem.
He was banged up, man.
He played hurt. He was missing wide open receivers. Everyone even said it. He goes, Cam's not right.
His shoulder was messed up at that time.
Okay, and I could be wrong. You're right. He could come back and be better than ever. I could be completely right. And how stupid would it look on Carolina's part that they let him go?
Because of the money. They do that.
No. When you fire the coach.
Look what they did with the cornerback, with the number one cornerback they had. They went to Washington.
Well, that was Norman. That was a stupid mistake.
They didn't want to pay him neither.
That was a stupid mistake on the owner's part.
So they do that. They go get young guys and bring them up and get rid of them. That's what they do at their peak. That's what they do.
We'll see. I'll pull for him. We'll take him when Brady retires. So I don't mind.
Yeah, I know you want him.
All right, guys, that was our show.
Sorry.
Miggy has some issues that we won't discuss at this time.
Yeah, major issues.
Said something about Breeze being the greatest of all time. We had to slow his roll for a second.
And Rice is overrated.
Yeah.
So glad you guys set me straight. Oof.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We all know Joe Montana is the greatest of all time. Jesus. Anyways,
you shut your.
That's it, guys. Share our podcast.
TD Show 1, baby.
The TD Show 1. Jeez. Toby.
That's right. TD Show 1. Toby, Devin, and number 1. The one who's always right. Right over here.
Oh, this guy. We bring him on the show.
No, I'm just kidding.
We bring him on this guy to be opinionated, and now he's questioning us.
No, I would never do that. No, you guys are awesome.
All right, guys. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas.
Enjoy the holidays. Enjoy your family. And tell a friend, tell another. Tell your friend, tell your brother.
And we will talk to you after the holidays.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, I can't wait.
As Biggie said, deuces.
Deuces.
Peace.
Is it too late to mention Eli Manning's Christmas list for a Hall of Fame jacket?